We've got a fun one for you today. I say we as in the Greenhouse Entertainment brings you a brand new series. This is called Farms from the Air. Now we're going to take off here. We have our drone ready and I'm going to go up. And once I get kind of high, once I get the house in frame, all right, now I'm going to start recording. Now we've got my house in frame. Please don't pay attention to any of the mess, but we're going to start out here at the house and then we're going to work our way around the property. Now this is part one because we actually have two pieces of the property here that we maintain, except two sets of cows that we've got. So I'm going to take you over now. Now the tree line and the cornfield, that is our boundary right there. That's our hay shed below. And that's our property. We call this the Dan Farm, okay? Because Dan Miller was the original owner of it, and he was a very good friend of ours. And as you can see, look, they're actually going into the hayfield right now to check out the hay. So I'm going to cycle around here. And if you take a look, we've actually cut this field of hay. So I'll come down a little bit, and I will just maintain the border of the property. And all of this will be baled up into hay bales that will keep in that shed, the original shed that I showed you when we first took off. But as we go back here, and I'm going to put it up into sport mode so we can actually cover some distance, we're going to hug this tree line. And where this tree line makes it into the back of the property, it edges up into a subdivision. So as we go, that is the edge of our property there. And then let's get a little height here so we can kind of take a look at this piece. So it has a thicket in it. So there's the thicket. The cows really like the thicket. And then there is a water source. So there's a creek that runs all the way back down and edges the property in between us and our neighbor there. But let's continue, okay? So now we come up here, and like I said, the subdivision is right here on your right. And it comes up all the way to the corner where our property stops. Now, if you look at the tree line where it opens up, that's our neighbor's house. So that's where our property stops. And I'm actually a little too high, so I'm going to come back down. But from here, we've still got a perfect view. So here is the lane of my house. As you can see, that's where we took off from in the distance. You can see where I took off. Can't see us, but that's where we came. So we've got this field here. It goes all the way back to the subdivision, like I said. And then we've got this section. So we're going to fly over here now. We're going to look at this section, okay? This section, we've left trees on it, and we have big plans for this section. And even right now, you can see that the cows love it. So let's go down here. Let's check out the cows. Let's go down a little bit. Now on this farm, we have, I want to say we have about 20 head of cattle, a donkey, and however many babies at the time, maybe 25. I could be wrong, but somewhere in that 20 to 25 at any given time. And you can see them. A lot of them are sitting down, and half the herd is actually sequestered on one of our lots because their babies are being weaned right now. All right, and then we just continue down here, and then that's where this corner right here, that's where our property line begins again, because obviously that was the neighbors. Now, this is our newest addition to the farm. I'm going to kind of just fly over the tree line for you so you can see. And we have this barn, that barn, a third barn, and one of our rental properties. Now, the road is the boundary of our property here beside the fence line. And it doubles all the way back. And there you can see some of our family property. And speaking of family, it sounds like some of the family is actually coming up right now as we do this. So I'm going to kind of get a little height, show you the bluffs right there below my house, and I'm going to bring her back in. And this has been part 1 of Farms from the Air. I am Tyler from the greenhouse, and this is my sister coming up, and we're gonna go park this bad boy, and we'll show you part 2 later. What's going on?
I've got to have the truck.
You okay?
Huh?
What's the matter?
I got to get